and this is the inaugural episode of RTW TV, the weekly roundup. Every Saturday night, check back on the YouTube, new episode to be up. Without any further ado, let's get into the reviews. Alright, we just got done eating at TGI Fridays, and it was actually a really good meal. I had a good time. Let me talk about Fridays for a second with my review here. I've been dating, well, I'm married now to Amanda. We've been together for over 3 years, but until just like a month ago, we had never been to Fridays. It's a very homogenized, it's kind of got a bad reputation, I think, because it's not the greatest cuisine out there. In terms of ambience, it's kind of loud. It's not a good place for a romantic dinner, but it is kind of fun. But the food quality, I must say, this time and my past visit were both really good. I got the Jack Daniel's shrimp and ribs. Now the Jack Daniel's sauce might not be for everybody. It's kind of similar to maybe like a teriyaki with a twang, but I really like it. Tonight everything was hot, it was fresh. I really enjoyed myself. I'd have to give this visit and TGI Fridays in general a B.
Well, after this visit, I guess I'd have to say, well, I got the fish tacos. They were fresh and hot. It comes with salsa chips, and they were kind of stale, but other than that, I think it was a good meal.
Hey everybody, it's Brian again, and we're going to take a look at a 2-in-1 double shot review, the first ever on the weekly roundup. We're going to be taking a look at two things here. First off, some markers. Now I remember when I was a kid, I used to love them when my dad would take me to Staples or an office supply store, and I would pick me up a bunch of markers. These are from, well, first off, they're called Color Club. Washable markers, fine line, nothing too special there. One interesting thing for me is I was looking at who made them, and Jakks Pacific made the markers. Now a lot of you are saying Jakks Pacific, that I have no frame of reference for that. What does that mean? Well, it's kind of interesting. Jakks Pacific, for the longest time, was the creator of WWE's wrestling action figures. I had no idea that they did markers. So kind of a random pop culture factoid for me. And then for my Jumper Coloring and Activity book, I went with Mr. Potato Head. Now there was a lot of choices at the particular dollar store that I was at. There was Star Wars, all these other familiar properties. I don't know what spoke to me the most about the Potato Head one. I think it was probably the most obscure of the pack. And frankly, I haven't bought anything Potato Head in probably 16, 18 years since I was a kid. So we're going to pop it open and we're going to see what it has, and let's review. Alright, well, after spending some time with the Color and Activity book, I think I can go ahead and show you some of the contents from inside. First off, this was a color by number. It was one of the only ones we encountered. Me and Amanda tag teamed it, and this is the final result. A female Potato Head doing some ballerina dancing. Moving onward, this was one of the many activities. The answer was square dancing. Take note that Amanda did spell square wrong on first attempt. We won't hold that against her. Here on the left was a picture Amanda started drawing. On the right was something I'm quite proud of, and you can see where my mind certainly is with next month being October. The caption says, "Finished drawing the picture of Mr. Potato Head. I made him a jack-o'-lantern." Amanda pointed out that he had no limbs, at least arms. No comment there. A lot of funny pictures in here. Now you're going to see Mr. Potato Head skateboarding, doing disco dancing, all kinds of stuff. This one I thought was really funny. Casablanca, the old film, a parody. And one of my last favorite shots I'll share with you. I think, therefore I am. And you see a really prominent nose, the globe. I guess he's a sweet potato, but I thought that one was pretty cool. So all in all, I did have a lot of fun playing with the book. I haven't actually sat down with one of these coloring books in so long, and even at age 26, I actually had a lot of fun, I'll admit. It looks like on the back there's other ones, so if you finished It's Magic version, there's School Days, Bubbles, and Summer Fun. So I mean, that's easily hours upon hours of fun you can share with Mr. Potato Head. Just bring some crowns. Overall, for what it is, it's simple, it's relatively cheap, but it was fun, and for that I'm going to have to give it a pretty high mark and an A-. So fun times. Now the markers, I'd be remiss if I didn't go ahead and review those as well. Amanda pointed out something off the bat that I thought was a very good insight. The markers, you got the green here, when you take them off, the cap will not connect barely to at all, really, you know. So essentially, you have nowhere to place your cap. Now, if you're like us, and I'm assuming many other people, school children growing up, we always put our caps on the end of our markers. Here, no such luck. The markers, now granted, I will have to say this, they have been in my closet for a few months now, so that may have impacted upon them. But they were bright and everything, but there was hardly any life left. Like, say you needed to use the brown a lot on your potato head. After 1 or 2 potato heads, your brown marker was pretty much kaput. Now, granted, stuff like this, you're going to use crowns or colored pencils instead. But overall, I spent $1 on them. They were serviceable. They did the tasks I needed to have them do. Cheap. If you really actually want them, go out and buy some nice ones. But for $1, I'm going to be generous and say B- on the Color Club. Right now is an extra special review. Now, unfortunately for you at home, you cannot have this because I am reviewing Jessie Robertson's bacon sandwich. Now, if you want to make one of your own, feel free. Maybe it might be as good or as bad as this one. I'm going to find out. Now, take a look inside. Simple. It's mayo. It's bacon. It's greasy. It's beautiful. Something so simple as toast, mayo, and bacon. The 3 combined. I don't know where he buys this bacon. I don't know if he goes to the farm himself and cuts it right off. But I gotta be honest, for a quick snack, Jessie, you've done phenomenal. Pat yourself on the back if you're watching this. B+. I think that's fair. Washing it down with a little aqua, a little H2O, couldn't be happier. Right now I'm at Flub's. It's a tradition in Hamilton, especially here on the west side, and I got something very special. It's called a Glacier. It's half slush puppy or icy, and it's half soft serve ice cream. Now I got blue raspberry. You take a little bit of the slushy, you take a little bit of the ice cream, and then you know what happens next. Out of this world, for the ingenuity, for the taste, I gotta give it a big A. Excellent.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.